the U.S. Supreme Court. As the governor likes to say, it's these interpretations out of the Ninth Circuit. We're neither fish nor fowl, or we're fish when it's convenient and fowl when it's convenient for the federal government.
Governor Eddie Calvo's chief policy advisor, Arthur Clark, is referring to Guam's relationship with the federal government. It was back in October when the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals denied the Government of Guam's petition to rehear a case related to the class action lawsuit over the payment of tax refunds. Specifically, GovGuam requested for a full panel review on the payment of attorney fees on the case. That was denied, and now GovGuam has the opportunity to bring the matter before the Supreme Court of the United States, a venture Clark says they will pursue.
So we're moving forward with that petition for a writ of certiorari. In addition, as you're aware, because of the Ninth Circuit decision, there's already a decision out there that says Guam has to pay $1.7 million, I think, approximately, in attorney's fees. We've already petitioned the Ninth Circuit to delay the payment of the fees pending our request to the U.S. Supreme Court. That's been denied, so now we're taking that request to the U.S. Supreme Court itself.
Clark says a writ of certiorari is not a mandatory but a discretionary appeal. Clark says his decision to take the matter to the U.S. Supreme Court has more to do with a federal-territorial relationship issue.
Not just on Guam, but with respect to the other territories itself. It seems like the circuit courts of the United States have come up with different interpretations of when Guam is a federal entity and when it's not. And the Ninth Circuit in particular has been, I think, very inconsistent in how it applies it. It seems like at the end of the day, it always takes the interpretation that ends up impacting Guam the most significantly, adversely.
Clark adds part of the decision is also important as Guam addresses our political status and self-determination. And as the request goes before the U.S. Supreme Court, the governor's office was able to retain leading firm Kirkland & Ellis on a pro bono basis.
Kirkland & Ellis is it's a U.S. law firm and has about 1,500 attorneys, so it is a big hitter. It's a very big firm, and they also represent Puerto Rico and American Samoa in various cases before the Supreme Court. A lot dealing with the federal-territorial relationship issues.
Clark says the AG's office coordinated the initial communication with Kirkland, who wanted to represent GovGuam's interest in going before the U.S. Supreme Court. He adds the initial tax refund case at the trial court level was handled by the AG's office. When it went to the Ninth Circuit level, they substituted Governor Calvo's private counsel, which is Calvo, Fisher, and Jacob. He says Kirkland's handling of the case will not come at any cost to the people of Guam. The petition will be filed Tuesday. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.